It was the specific voting bloc of Black women who carried the votes in Alabama, Virginia, and New Jersey. They have power in numbers despite the fact that their own needs are rarely represented in campaigns. So I came here to Alabama, where Black women voters saved the state from an inexplicably popular alleged pedophile named Roy. It's time to thank them, take notes, and kiss some ass. I'm meeting Crystal, Deanna, Valerie, Tyler, and their ringleader, DeJuana, of Woke Vote, a group organizing the vote here in Alabama. You know, it does seem like a lot of you got involved because you're friends with DeJuana, or DeJuana got you involved. Crystal, Valerie, blink twice if you want out.
Y'all better hold y'all eyes together. I know those eyes better not move.
So tell me everything.
Well, you know, I think a big part of Woke Vote came out of this idea that people were taking too long to service our community. We know what needs to happen to motivate folks in our community to get out and vote, to get involved. And when someone said, it's a possibility that Jeffrey Borgard Sessions is gonna get nominated, I was like, I think we could win this crazy Senate race in Alabama. I know it sounds crazy. I mean, literally, I thought about it that quickly. I was like, we could do this. Like, this is an opportunity.
That's the kind of thinking that changes the world.
Yeah.
You know, like,
we didn't talk about candidates. We never said Roy Moore or Doug Jones.
we can't legally call Roy Moore a pedophile, but we can say he was banned from the mall.
What we also knew is that people honestly didn't care about, they cared enough to not want Roy Moore, but they didn't really know who Doug Jones was.
It's just like asking a 4-year-old, like, what do you want for dinner? And then they're like, it doesn't matter. And then the mom brings a plate of broccoli and cauliflower, and they're like, but I don't want that. But you had the opportunity to say what you wanted.
That's right.
And it's the same thing with, like, politics. When you don't go vote, that's your voice. Then you get stuck with whoever you're stuck with.
And it wasn't the first time we've done this. I think that was the part, Sarah, that's frustrating, is that everybody was like, oh my God, Black people voted.
Yeah, Black women have been doing this already for years. We need you, obviously. What is like the bat signal for the Black women's voter bloc?
You know how your mother would give you that look and she wouldn't have to say a word?
It is a side
But
eye.
you knew exactly what she meant.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if it would be an eye, like a side eye or something.
Like, you know you in the wrong, you know better. No smirk, no nothing.
Right, that's it.
This is such a powerful voting bloc, and politicians should be asking, what are your demands? What are the things that should be on our platform, you know?
Yeah, I honestly, fundamentally understand how somebody thinks, look, I don't know what's going on in Washington, and what's going on in Washington is not affecting me. But what I'm currently concerned about is the fact that this trash hasn't been picked up from in front of my house forever, right?
Right, the roads still
Minimum
need to be
wage
paid.
is still $7.25. Oh yeah.
It's not a livable wage, not even
a livable wage. It's
barely half a living.
Right, especially if you have a family.
If you have a family.
Like a country run by Black women, how would that look?
I think it would still be very diverse leadership, though. Like, Black women, and I don't like to categorize everybody, but we are very community-minded. You know, we take care of everybody before we take care of ourselves.
I'm a middle-aged white woman, but I've heard of a concept of just like being invited to the cookout. Like, how do you get invited to the cookout? Can I go to the cookout?
There's something sacred about a Black cookout, I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Who are some non-Black people who are invited to the cookout?
Elizabeth Warren, I would invite Elizabeth Warren to the cookout.
Do we want her to run?
She just fights for everybody.
I feel the same, passionately.
She fights for everybody. I would invite Elizabeth Warren to the cookout.
I do really want to be invited to the cookout tonight.
Oh, wow.
And I thought this would be a really good way to, like, be an ally. Maybe? If white people wore this?
You know what? I appreciate you owning that. Like, I think that's okay. That'll get you invited to the cookout. We can figure something out with that.
I'll bring stuff.
Okay, don't bring
Hold
potato
on.
salad.
What?
Let's talk about what you can and can't bring.
Don't bring potato salad.
I won't.
Bring the plates.
So I snagged an invitation to the cookout. The only stipulation is I have to work toward equality, listen to marginalized voices, use my privilege for good, and drink a gallon of pickle juice. What? Are you guys part of Woke Vote?
Yes.
And you guys are too?
We're in it. We're an inclusive group.
I appreciate DeJuana for just bringing this back to Birmingham. She's really raising up a generation of people that can go out and do what she's doing because she's really just giving us an understanding of how the world works.
What does it mean to be invited to the cookout?
It means you family.
Right.
Like, you cool, we're gonna eat together, we're gonna play together.
So that you should be honored.
I am honored.
Yeah, you are.
I mean, I angled it, I'm not gonna lie. I have a television show, but I'm looking at your cards, but I have a really good poker face. Oh! Okay, who are other people that you would say would be invited to the cookout?
Bernie Sanders.
Interesting.
I need Bernie at my cookout.
Popovich.
Oh, yeah,
Pop is great.
What would this country look like if black women were running it?
I don't know what it would quite look like, but I want it to look like it's equal and it's fair and we all can do it.
You know who I love? Lady Gaga.
You like Lady Gaga?
Ooh.
She's at my cookout.
I would have Tommy at my cookout.
Power.
All
That's
power.
great. That is
Tommy,
great.
Right.
he would be
Gotta
at the
have
same
it.
time.
So we'll do it in an hour.
Show power.
Talking about
Oh,
power.
I've never seen the show Power, but
It's
isn't
on
that like,
Star.
doesn't that have one of the Jonas Brothers in it?
Sarah, stop it. It has 50 Cent. 50 Cent in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you love Marvelous Miss Maisel.
Touche.
Like, how would you envision a world that is run by black women?
I see inclusivity. I see peace and order.
Black women know how everybody else would feel because they've been through majority of what everybody else has been through.
Whoever takes over for old white men, I hope that they are compassionate and inclusive and don't become old white men.
Yeah.
Are you like afraid of gluten?
No, gluten is my friend.
Okay.
Honestly, you're right. LA.
You could bribe somebody in LA with a gluten donut.
Take whatever you want. Let us test it. You know, black women and women of color endure some of the biggest hardships in this country, yet turn out the most to help shape this country for the better. I don't know, kind of sounds like maybe the most American thing I've ever heard. We have to start moving these voices to the front of the line if we want real progress. I gotta market that t-shirt idea too. I'm gonna market that t-shirt idea.